We are going to do a palm reading today. Have you ever had your palm read before?
No.
No? Alright, this will be an interesting experience for you. But I don't want you to think that I'm using a widely known technique that psychics are thought to use. It's called cold reading. Have you ever heard of that? Okay, it's the idea that psychics are just saying generic or general information that you're kind of fitting to your own life, so that it seems more specific, even though it would fit for everyone. I don't want you to think I'm doing that. So I want you to think of something really specific. In fact, I'm going to have you write that down, something really specific. You're not going to let the camera see. You're not going to let anyone else see. And most importantly, you're not going to let me see, okay? So you're going to write that down. So first and foremost, it's important to notice that this is not see-through, because that wouldn't be very impressive if it was, right? And that would be kind of dumb. Actually, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to get rid of this. I know I said it was a contract, but I honestly trust you. I don't think you would change your mind on me, would you?
No.
No. Hold your hands out. Can you... Yeah, you can put those in your pocket or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just kind of get rid of them. Hold out your palm for me. My hands are a little bit cold, so I'm going to try to not touch your actual hands. Kind of freezing. Okay. This is interesting because I'll tell you what I'm getting. Now, this doesn't have to do with the specific information at all. I think this is kind of... I don't mind talking about it because I think this is actually really important to you. And I think you need to hear this. I think you're doing great so far. You are doing... If you were to look back even just a couple of years, I think you're a much better person than you would have been just a couple of years ago. You've come so far. And I think if you were to keep a life journal, if you were to look at the very beginning of the journal, from the very beginning, you'd be amazed at all of the obstacles you've had to overcome to get where you are today. And I think you're at a point in your life where you finally know what you want to do. And I think you have this goal set in mind, and now you have this plan to achieve it. Whereas before you were kind of like, I don't really know. But now I think you do know. And I think you also have some negative energy in your life. And I don't think this is manifesting itself into one individual or anything, or one specific thing. I think it's manifesting itself into a lot of different things. This can be people, this can be work, it can be stress, your own thoughts working against you. So I think it's important for you to push past those and just focus on your dreams, to stay positive. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Now, I don't want you to think that this isn't important, but I'm going to push those thoughts. I want you to push those thoughts aside, so we can just focus on the specific information. And just so we're on the same page, this is like a PIN code or something, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Imagine for me that there is actually a pin pad on your hand. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 down here. Focus on the first digit. That's a 1. This one's a 0? Okay, but there's 2 zeros. Right? Okay, you can put your hand away because I don't like to reveal the last. I don't like to reveal the last digit because I find that it's unethical. So, just to go back into what I was picking up earlier, I think the most important thing for you to know is that you don't need an intuitive person like me. You don't need a fortune teller. You don't need mediums. You don't need psychics to get you where you want to be. You have all the tools within yourself to achieve your dreams. I think that's really important for you to know. And I think there's something really interesting about the choices you've made and the choices you will make. And I would like to tell you that, but I don't want anyone else to know because this is kind of a secretive thing. So I'm going to whisper it to you, okay? And they're only going to know this is true by the way you react. Does that make sense? All right. Close it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it through?
Yeah.
Awesome.